Assalamualaikum. Namaskar. Thank you so much, honestly, for giving me this opportunity. I'm being told to stand up. Do I need to stand up? Or can I
You
sit?
can sit down, of course. We can see you, don't worry.
Okay.
No, let them sit.
So
Please.
thank you
They've done enough
for
standing.
giving me this opportunity to be a part of this movement and this uprising in this country, which I think today the youth is leading and a lot of our seniors are supporting this. I will begin with saying that I come from a family which has struggled for the past 20 to 25 years post the 1993 and hugely suffered personally along with a lot of my community people, a lot of the Mumbaikars, a lot of people who believe in the unity and sanctity of our country. And it started from there. And today I have been given this chance to represent North Central constituency, which I believe is extremely complex, diverse, and requires area-centric attention, not just a manifesto that is released from Delhi or from various other headquarters of parties. We need focused attention of our representatives. We need them to interact with them on a regular basis. And there's a lot of other issues. If I'm given more than 3 minutes, I can highlight them. And honestly, I could go on and on because we have come here after many, many years. I would like to inform everybody that my party, Samajwadi Party, did not contest here for the past so many years, keeping Mr. Dutt's legacy in mind, Mr. Sunil Dutt's respect in mind, and we highly respect him and we also love him. Hence, we thought that the representation that Ms. Dutt, daughter of Honorable late Mr. Dutt, will do the needful. But failure, not just one term, but the second term as well, to meet at least that one representation needs to do is meet their voters.
Excuse me, I would like to tell all the candidates, please, the topic is your vision for this constituency.
Sure.
Please let us not make any personal attacks.
Fair enough. So, I guess I would like to just straight jump into what I would like to do. I think equal development, equal rights, basic fundamental rights to people. Because today what I see is happening in one side of Bandra and one side of Kalina and Vilepale. There are cars like Ferrari, Porsches, Lamborghinis, and other, one builders roaming with 25 and 30 bodyguards trying to intimidate people. So my problem starts with that. I would like everybody to be given equal opportunity. If you just peep behind your wall, the vote bank is lying there. That is what the Congress government and various other parties are using that vote bank, but completely neglecting them. I would like to raise the voice of one little girl who lost her life yesterday, a 3-year-old baby. She lost her life because she got crushed at Bandra East. She was crushed under a truck. Not a single media has reported it. Not a single representative of the ruling regime has gone and met them. They contacted me. I left my campaign, I went there and I saw the state, how they're living. They have been begging for a speed breaker. Today, Carter Road has been giving so many speed breakers and so many facilities being provided on one side of the wall, but the other side of the wall is dying for a makeover, is screaming for change, is dying for water. They want education as well. They need health facilities
Sir,
as well.
your time is up. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
I would like to ask, I think 3 minutes is not fair.
The reason why we are saying 3 minutes is a lot of interactive question answer sessions are going to be.
But you cannot hold the accountability of one government that has been taking the seat for the past so many years and decades. I think you need to give some more time.
Maybe we'll give you some more time a little later because this is the format of the meeting which has been sent to you, sir, and you
I'm sorry, but I have.
It has been sent to you and you've approved of it. Okay,
Sure,
I now request the AAP candidate, Mr. Feroz Palkiwala. I am requesting everybody in the audience. We are all an educated, good audience. Please let us not get rough and rowdy, okay? That is my main thing. There should be no personal attacks. This time's elections has become very ugly. Let not this meeting become ugly, okay? Thank you. Please go ahead, sir.
You can be sure there is not going to be any personal attacks from this quarter. I see the problem with Bombay, the primary problem with Bombay today, which reflects on our, Mumbai, which reflects on our roads, which reflects on our sewage, which reflects on our electricity supply, which reflects on our infrastructure. It all stems from corruption. If you go to the root of all problems, you will find that it comes from corruption. Our roads, we have more than enough money to do what we want, to create a world-class infrastructure. Now, the 3 minutes that I have is to tell you about my vision of Mumbai as a whole. I see this as a city which has the potential to achieve its highest. I see it as a city which has the potential to become a world-class city, but it will not happen by merely saying that we will make it a world-class city. We will have to do something about it, and as long as the corruption in public life remains, it is absolutely impossible. Let us be very clear about this. It will never ever happen, however many people may say it. So that is the number one problem which has to be addressed, and that, I feel, is a problem which this party is uniquely positioned to address. Once that money which is required to come to the city actually comes to the city, I assure you we have more than enough money to do everything that we really want. The second aspect is to deal with people and situations with a certain degree of sensitivity. You have to take them into confidence. You have to ask them what they want. You have to understand their problems first, and then arrive at how to come to a solution. It's only then that you will have a holistic solution, that you will have an inclusive solution. So you will then incorporate every man, from the last man, from the poorest man to the richest man. The third aspect is not to tolerate crony capitalism, to encourage. I want this city to encourage enterprise, but not crony capitalism. We do not need businesses which are vultures, who take businesses from others, who indulge in corrupt practices to grow themselves at the cost of others. We do not need those. So I think this is a very holistic process, and that's why I'm here before you, because my party represents this process of making Bombay into a world-class city, eradicating corruption, being a little sensitive, and most importantly, caring for the people without wanting anything for ourselves. I think this is the single most important thing which any political party must have. If it is to truly work for the people, let us work for the people and not think about what I will receive from this. Let us only think what I can give to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Spoken very well and in time. I now request Priya Dutt, sitting MP, to speak about her vision for her.
Thank you very much. I'd like to thank Agni and the members of the committee to organize this program today, giving us this opportunity, and would like to welcome our fellow candidates. I want to begin by saying that I've been an MP now for 8 years, and what very rightly Mr. Palkiwala said is inclusive growth. I think that is something which we have been looking at right from day one. And when we look at my constituency, let me begin by saying it's a very diverse constituency, and we have a lot of haves and a lot of have-nots. Many people are very new to this constituency, so by looking at one slum or looking at the second slum, I know it's very jarring when you go first, but when you've been working there for the last 8 years, day in and day out, you realize the problems, you realize what you are up against, you realize how you create a plan as to how we can make Mumbai a slum-free Mumbai. By making Mumbai a slum-free Mumbai does not mean taking them away and ghettoizing them. It means to include them within the infrastructure of Mumbai. It means inclusive growth, equal opportunities to these people. And when you see the UPA government's growth or its vision right from day one, it has been inclusive growth. There have been more people who have been pulled out of poverty in the last 10 years. There have been more people who have been kids who have been enrolled into education and have been given health facilities as never before. I know I can't say it's all over and we've got a perfect place to live in. But we have made an have had an achievement, we have made a dent, and if this is the way we move ahead, I'm sure we'll make a huge difference. When you look at statistics as well, when you look at even percentages of malnourishment in Maharashtra state itself is much lower than any other state. We have achieved in social sectors, we've achieved within our social indicators. So to say that we have done nothing, I think is quite unfair. It's been 8 years where we worked every single day, and I think one achievement has been bridging the gap between politicians, administrators and the people. And I think that is one achievement I can say I have been very, very focused on. And with the help of the ALMs, with the help of organizations such as Agni, we have managed to achieve a lot. I can't say we have done it alone. It's the vision of the people which we can interpret, which we can implement to make a better city.
I now call upon our independent candidate, Mrs. Sanju Verma. Sanju, I'm very sorry I didn't say your first name when I called you up on stage, so it is Sanju Verma.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, everybody. I don't have a famous surname, so I'll just take about half a minute to give you a brief of where I come from. I've served in the past as an associate director at JP Morgan, one of the bulge bracket firms globally. I've served in the past as an executive director with HDFC Securities. I don't think HDFC as a brand name needs any introduction. In 2011, in the financial world, in the capital markets, I was instrumental in single-handedly taking over one of the biggest M&As of its kind, Rakesh Jhunjhunwala's company, Alchemy Sharing Stockbrokers. So for anyone who has anything to do with the financial markets, with capital markets, specifically to do with the stockbroking industry, I don't think I need an introduction, but without any hint of arrogance, suffice to say that I've chosen to leave that behind. I'm a political novice. I admit there is a lot of naivety here, but the reason why I've chosen to stand as an independent is because I believe in the power of one. I believe charity begins at home, so does change, and so does empowerment. It's so easy to be a couch potato and complain, and it's so difficult to put your neck on the axe and jump into the battlefield. With due respect to all the other candidates, I think they've not given a vision statement. They have elaborated on the problems. While one spoke about the infrastructure problems and the safety associated with women and kids fighting a deplorable battle day in and day out, Mr. Azmi spoke about corruption, and of course, Priyadat spoke about the condition of slums and the divide between the haves and have-nots. What I want to elucidate today is not what the problems are. I think it's a given. Be it corruption, be it inflation, be it the lack of judicial reforms, be it a pathetic healthcare, the problems are there for everyone to see. It's a no-brainer. Why is it that after more than six decades of independence, India continues to be the hunger capital of the world? Please note that even today, out of a country of 1.2 billion people, 7,000 Indians every day and 25 lakh Indians every year die simply because of hunger. More than 50% of the deaths in India are due to child malnutrition. Let me give you another statistic. We talk of women's security. We say this is the land of Sita, Durga, Nari Shakti. But India has now been officially termed as the rape capital of the world. While every year only 25 to 30,000 rape cases are reported, the fact of the matter is there is a rape, and this is true statistic, there is a rape in India every 20 minutes. You cannot have capital punishment or castration as the solution, because the root of the problem is a structural gender bias. In terms of gender inequality, out of a survey of 180 countries, India stood at the tail end. Again, with respect to infrastructure, I've been in the financial world, I've analyzed balance sheets. Reading and analyzing profit and loss statements is something which I've done for a living. Let me tell you, we have the largest reserves of coal and iron ore in the world. And yet,
I'm sorry.
okay, I'll just sum up by saying that the problem is not